Welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna be talking about this British commander. She is one of the best commander in this game. Now my English accent is probably really terrible. Anyway guys, I'm Shinchi42 and in this video we're going to be talking about the talents for Boudica, and we're gonna go in talking about the skills as well, how this talent is going to mold her to be one of the best PvP fighter in this game. And if you guys like Commander Guides content, do subscribe because we're creating a lot of these contents and we're going to be finishing all these commanders. So if you don't want to miss out on all these goodies in here, do subscribe and I'll see you in the video. So you guys have seen this picture already. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Boudica's talents. Now, we're going to talk about why we chose this talent tree for her. And also, we are going to explore some other options that, you know, it's going to depend on your playing style and strategy. So we're going to be covering some of those in this video as well. So as you guys could see with my talent for Boudica, I have started in the skill side first. Now, I have completed this Rejuvenate, instantly restore 60 rage whenever a skill is used. And then you're also having this active skill for the secondary commander is going to increase by 6%. So pairing her up with another nuker would be a benefit for her. Now there is this additional skill damage by 6%. You know, Boudica, this lady is such a great nuker, and she has some, let's look at this right now. She also has some attack damage reduction, rage reduction for the enemy. So whenever she's casting this skill, whenever you can cast this Lament of Insurgent, all these is going to take effect. This is why we need that rage recovery right here. This is very important. And then we have some additional skill damage there. Now, additional rage here. So this is like a rapid rage recovery that we're doing for Boudica. And now we are going to be building into this integration left side. Now, the left side, the reason why I chose this is because of this fresh recruits. I want to send Boudica in a battlefield with the most troops that I can possibly send. Because the more troops that I have in the game or in the battlefield, I have more chances of winning because I have more troops to fight. I mean, that's logical, right? So now in my talent build, I've suggested that you stop from here in the Armor to Teeth, which is you're going to be sending Boudica with mixed troops. You're not going to use Boudica to send a specific type of units. So now after you have built this fresh recruits, I do suggest that you go ahead and finish the skill talent path in here and get this feral nature right away. Now you do need to get this heraldic shield, so I would suggest you just go ahead and input 2 of those right away. Those are the key things, and then get into this clarity. So you will need this defense all troops to move on to the next level. So you don't need it to upgrade this health all troops for that one. Now, you know, tactical mastery is really good because it's going to increase your skill damage by 1%. So it's going to up to 3. And then this is going to reduce skill damage taken. Now, so take a look at this guy. So I have added this Naked Rage, right? And it says here, it's going to increase skill damage taken by 2%. But then here is like reducing the skill damage by 2%. By adding this, I'm just negating whatever this is. And what happens is, once that's negated, you know, your skill damage is going to be dealt by 2% then, and it's going to go to 6%. So this is pretty good, right? It's just going to counter this heraldic shield. Also, one of the concepts that I have here is majority of the players that I saw during the game is using like Scipio, Julius Caesar, attacking in the field. Now, whenever they do that, you know, if you look at Scipio and Julius Caesar's, their skills don't have any damage. So this is basically useless. This reducing the skill damage taken. So you're always going to be increasing the damage dealt to them. Again, this is going to be useless as well because if you're fighting against them. But the whole point of trying to get this skill, or this talent, I mean, is to get into the higher level of this talent, the feral nature. Now, once you've completed that, I do suggest to get into the Armor to Teeth, and then you will have, so if you do add this Naked Rage, right? If you do add this, you will only have 1 more left after you complete this Armor to Teeth. You will add this marching speed for the troops. Now, let's say you don't want to put the naked rage. So it's like, Shin, what are you doing? Why are you putting a naked rage? You know, I don't need this. This is not useful for me. I'm going to receive so much damage when I meet some nukers. Why are you doing this? Okay, so let me give you guys. Okay, guys. All right, you guys can add this. I mean, that's the only best option you guys can do. It's going to be 3, and then you guys can put 1 somewhere along the line here, which I don't care. You know, this is going to be your strategy. I'm just giving you guys some guide, and ultimately, you know, you have to decide what you guys want to do. I don't want to dictate you guys to do certain things like, hey, you need to be doing this at a certain level. I'm just wanting to guide you guys. I want you guys to have the freedom of flexibility. And that's what makes this game so much fun, is that you guys having the flexibility to do what you guys want. My style of creating guides is different than most players or most content creators. I want you guys to have the flexibility to enjoy the game. I want you guys to be able to decide that, hey, you know what, this might be a better choice. I'm going to be starting on this path right away. But hey, you know, Shin said this is a good path, so maybe I'll consider going to this path first. That's my point, guys. So before we go to the peacekeeping skill talent guide for Boudica, I want you guys to take note of this thing that I showed you guys earlier, this march speed all troops. Now, you're only adding 1, right? 1 talent points. And it's going to increase the march speed of all the units by this commander by 3%, guys. That's a lot. I mean, just for 1 talent points, moving speed by 3%, that's a lot. Now let's go ahead and look at the peacekeeping talent guide for Boudica. Now this is the template that I had when I did the official talent guide 2.0. Let me be honest with you guys, I am probably most likely never going to build that type of build that I just showed you. I'm never going to use Boudica as my peacekeeping. I was suggested to create that picture, so that I did that, and I mapped it out to the best of my abilities to where it's going to be really beneficial for you. Now let me talk about it real quick. So if you're creating Boudica as a peacekeeping commander, you know, you have this you have this trophy hunter. Whenever you defeat barbarians, make sure you have this, because you're going to get some resource packs. Now it will increase the amount as you level this up. I believe the max one will be 15. Now the mighty force, when you're setting up rally, this is going to add additional damage. So if you're only the rally leader, get this talent. If not, you don't need it. Okay, now you need to get the Turing chant. Of course, that's the whole point, right? This Turing chant is whenever you defeat the barbarians or other neutral units, at the end of that battle is the time that you're going to get that healing factor. All right, so at the end, so you only need to win. You need to win. If you don't win, you're not getting that. Okay. So get these two. These two is very important. This one is for rally, when you're doing the rally. Now, I really suggest to build towards the lower right side of the map of this peacekeeping and get the trophy hunter first. Once you have the trophy hunter, go ahead and build towards the left side and get the double-edged sword. And then after that, you know where to go. You're gonna get to the top part of the talent. Is gonna be the Turing chant. I don't think you guys can see it because my picture or camera is blocking it. But you guys can figure that out. That's going to be really easy. Now you're going to build into the skills, right? You want to get as much of the rage regeneration. So you're going into that rapid rage recovery that you need. So find that rage. So I see additional rage here and additional rage restoration here. You need these talents so that you can keep casting your first skill for Boudica, and you're going to be able to get that passive skill that she has. And let's talk about that. So you're going to be casting this Lament of Insurgent, damage factor 600, and if you have the expertise skill, it'll be 1000, as you guys can see there. And then you are going to be able to have this healing factor here and rage restoration whenever she uses a skill. So with that talent, is going to complement those skills, right? So when as fast as you can cast the skill, you're going to be able to cast this, and you're going to be regaining more rage whenever you cast this passive skill, which is going to be complementing this. So this is a great combination for Boudica. I do suggest that you only use Boudica if you use this talent for Boudica if you really do need another peacekeeper commander. If not, I suggest use the first part that I showed you guys. Use her as a PvP commander, because she is way more worthy as a PvP commander than a barbarian commander. You can use other, you can still use her as a barbarian commander for that first build that I showed you guys. But this is really good for free-to-play players if you're using that peacekeeping, and especially if you don't have Tao Tao or Minamoto. Now, it depends. If you're putting Boudica as a secondary commander with Lohar, you don't need this. And you only need that peacekeeping talent if she is a primary commander. Now, with Tao Tao and Lohar and Minamoto, I don't even suggest to do peacekeeping to them unless you really want to. So at the end of the game, at the end of the day, it depends on your strategy. It depends on how you're going to be approaching this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you guys just keep rocking on. You guys are doing really good. I know it because you guys are watching some of the guides here. I know you guys are going to be very successful, and I hope you guys are still enjoying this game. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your opinion, and make sure don't forget to like, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll definitely see you guys in the next video.